all the way out to the Navy hub of San Diego for Brandon Alamo's Win of the Week.
Thank you for the applause. Okay. There's a little story behind this one. There's a place called 3210 Studios.
Alien.
It's in San Rafael, California, up near San Francisco.
Alien.
They were the studio where Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi were. So a lot of the stuff was filmed and props were made. Star Wars.
Training ball.
The buildings that were there, they closed down, or they're about to close down, actually, because the landlord doesn't want to renew the lease. So, I mean, Pixar was made there. The THX, all the THX stuff was there. The THX movie was there, like the theater where they designed all that stuff. A guy that I know up there sent me this off the wall. Now, this came from the building where they would make the Star Destroyers and Millennium Falcons and stuff for the movie, but this was in their building. And since he knows I collect Star Wars toys, he handed me this.
What the?
ILM.
It came off the wall. It was from the ILM shop there at 3210 Studios. It came with the Greedo. It was his Greedo back from the 80s. He's been working there for a long time. He was also in the Navy. Also did helicopters. He fixed them. So we have that little bond together. But he gave me this. It came off the wall there, just feet away from where they actually designed and made the Star Destroyers and stuff for the movie, and like all the ships and ATSTs, all that kind of. It's just a little oil can that somebody spray painted ILM on there. But the Greedo has been there for probably 3 decades, just staring at all the stuff going on. So.
Wow.
Kind of cool.
That's
kind
awesome.
of sad because
That is freaking amazing.
The studio itself is closing down, or where they did all that stuff is closing down. So they're starting to pull everything off the wall and give stuff away and pack stuff up. So I thought that was kind of neat that he thought of me like that and gave me this.
What a life!
That's awesome.
What a life,
cool.
this guy has.
I mean,
Is there any oil in that can?
Yes.
All right.
All
right.
Bonus.
But all the ILM people were there. Lucasfilm. I mean, George Lucas. Everybody's been through that area before. So pretty sweet.
That's awesome.
But he's also a vintage figure collector. So he thought, he's like, oh, hey, I know you guys collect figures or whatever. So here, there's one for you.
I don't see a blaster in Greedo's hand.
Oh,
Blaster's missing.
That Blaster's missing, dude. He's even missing his horns.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's true. It's hard to see.
His ears are missing.
Horns. All right.
What would CAS do if he just sent that whole thing in?
We put it in acrylic. You know that answer.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome.
You pay us, we'll put it in acrylic. I don't care what the hell it is.
Preserve it.
Preserve that thing. That is awesome.
That is cool.
That's a hell of a win.
Yippee doo. Yep. So that is my.
I want to see you squeeze some oil out. I would prove that there's oil in there.
You got to come over later. You got to come over later for that one.
Oh, I thought this is not the after dark episode, is it? We're transitioning here.
Brandon's gonna make some ILM popcorn with that oil later on. Test it out.
I didn't buy it.
It was gifted, and that is not crap. That's cool. That's
It was gifted.
That's cinematic history.
Yeah, that is cool. All right, very good. I like that one. That's a real different one for us. That's a curveball.
Mm-hmm.
I know I say this a lot of times, tongue in cheek. But I'm on a serious note. This episode, I'm very excited to share my win of the week this week. You guys can probably guess what it is. Who know? I've wanted this for a decent amount of time now. It's
Leia Birch
pretty,
as dispenser.
it's pretty rare. They're hard to find.
Rare?
They're
You throwing rare out there?
Leia Birch. Pencil sharpener.
they're
Pencil topper.
Rare.
Finger puppet.
and when you do find
Leia
one,
Birch toilet paper.
when you do find one, they're very expensive. So
Rare.
Let's show it already. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the sound effects to be done.
Shane is pumping this up more than John pumped up Blade.
Oh my gosh.
Shane's wearing gloves. Did you guys notice this?
Well, that's made out of lead.
Yeah. Lick it.
So this is a model trem,
Holy crap.
Brazilian bootleg, Leia Bouche.
Shane just shat all over my history.
Boosh. Beesh.
So I got this in this past week. What's cool about this figure is apparently it came with 2 different heads when it came out, and they're changeable. I was very excited to get the helmet because that's what I wanted. The other head is essentially a New Hope Leia head because it's got the buns on the side in her hair, which to me looks goofy on this body, but the head comes off.
Jesus.
Wow.
And the paint on the helmet is really, really in great shape, which is very surprising.
Wow.
But the helmet's in great shape. The figure, itself has a lot of paint wear, so it's not as amazing shape as that. But it is very interesting to see these in person. They've got screws. This particular one has screws in the shoulders to hold this thing together. The arms are pretty loose. The legs are actually fairly tight.
Did you get this from the Mr. Model Trim guy himself?
Yes, one of the two.
Okay.
One of the two. But
Wow.
paint in the legs is pretty good. I know you guys know this is lead, but when you get it in your hand, it's actually like surprising and startling. It is really heavy.
I've
it
actually
really
held
has
one.
that.
Yeah, I've actually held one before.
It really has that weight to it. So what also is really impressive is, knowing this figure, the mold of this figure as well as I do, obviously for a bootleg, they're trying to recreate the original figure, but to do it in lead, it is really the right. I mean, everything about it to the detail is very, very similar to the Kenner figure.
Oh, yeah.
They molded this thing and made it out of lead, and it's got all the right wrinkles in the cloak on the back and stuff. Really impressive.
Were those hand painted?
I would assume so.
I would think so too. Yeah,
I would assume so. And the paint on the chest is actually really nice. So
Wow,
there's
silver looks really good.
there's some aspects of this that I really love are nice. The one hand is very worn, and there's some good wear on the hips and on the back a bit. But overall, I am so happy with this.
did it come
I'm
with
so
a box?
excited to open this. No.
Box, okay.
If you go, I mean, I know very little about this line, but what I do know, just the box by itself is like
Very, very hard to get.
I don't even know, between $500 and $1,000 just for the box.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then on top of that, you can't just get any box. You've got to get a box with, I believe she's number 8, if I'm right on that. You have to get the box with the right label on it, and so that's a whole other thing. So one head, don't have the other head, and I don't have the accessory. She does have a staff, or did originally have a staff, but just to even get the figure is a huge win.
Yeah.
This is instantly, the rarest piece I have in my whole collection. Instantly,
Yeah.
so very excited about that.
Well,
Yeah.
you're one of probably less than 100 people that has one.
And I don't know how to display her, no peg holes or anything, but I just need to get a piece of acrylic, basically.
No, they actually have a stand for it. I'll shoot you a picture. They have specific stands for model trims.
Oh, does it have like a thing that goes around the waist or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I have to figure out how to display it and everything, but I've had it kind of propped up right where I sit every day for the last 4 days, just staring
He's like
at it. So
breathing in all that lead. He's got it in bed with him.
He's mad as a hatter. No, it's
yeah,
Mercury.
yeah.
That's Mercury.
So that's my big win. I was looking
Congrats.
forward to sharing it with you guys. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I guess it's time for my win of the week.
Lord
really
Walden's
hoping
turn.
Huh?
So it's Lord Walden's turn.
It's my turn. I was really hoping that everybody else would be on here, but I'm going to go ahead and shoot this. I got a Lego Falcon from 1974.
Yeah, exactly. That's where this comes in.
You squeeze the legs.
No, these don't have. Yeah, they don't have
gotcha.
any action powers. That's the superpowers collection. But anyway, he's in really good shape. I got him from Immortal Toys in Wisconsin. John Habagor sent me a message and said, "Hey, you need to check this out." And I got a really good deal on him. So, thanks to those guys up at Immortal Toys in Wisconsin. I'll put their link.
I heard that no one even wanted it, that they were giving it away for free.
No, trust me, people want this one.
What is something like that worth?
These typically go for about 125 to 150 bucks a piece.
Wow.
Especially in this condition. There's no tears. The snap is perfect on the back. The wings aren't torn. They're a lot of times they're torn. The boots are in really good condition. There's no paint rubs on the boots.
They're boots.
No paint rubs on the face. No
So that's a Bespin guard?
This is not the Black Bespin guard.
Okay.
This is a Falcon. Falcon from Marvel Comics, 1974. But really, really good condition. And something interesting about this, the hands. If you look at the hands, I don't know if you can. Can you see how they're textured like that? It looks like they have hair all over them.
Yeah, it looks like Freddy Krueger's hands.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, what that is that's textured hair. And they use the bodies from
the same skin as Shane.
Planet of the Apes. Huh?
Has the same skin as Shane. The same skin texture.
But they use the bodies from the Planet of the Apes line for this figure here. Yeah.
That's some good knowledge, John. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, Charles.
Uh-oh. The white gloves.
Oh, boy.
Guarantee it's a Lego.
Guaranteed.
Why are you putting gloves on for a Lego?
No one cares.
It's a $750.
So I picked up a Cloud City Boba Fett with printed arm. So it's
fake.
I just built it because I'm gonna take it apart right after this episode. I'm not gonna keep him built.
Why?
Because he's so freaking expensive. I don't want him to crack.
So you're gonna lose a leg instead.
Lose a leg? No. I'm gonna take it apart. I'm gonna leave it sitting in a bag. So
That
he was
sounds
about
ridiculous.
I think I paid about 16 and a quarter for him.
Oh my god!
What?
He goes for about 2,000 plus.
I hope your wife doesn't watch the show.
She doesn't.
Yeah, not about
She just seen him as 11 hours.
That makes me want to barf.
Why?
It's ridiculous.
Because
It's like one
John
of the
had
hardest.
15 of
It's
them
like-
in his cart at Toys R Us when they were shutting down.
It's like one of the hardest ones you could possibly find.
So is that the same set that that we had on the Lego episode?
Yeah,
that same sealed set?
Remember,
City?
remember when he showed it and we wrote in the bottom an investment in garbage? That's what it is.
Has your son
Yeah.
seen it?
So that whole set
No.
is like $5,000.
So he doesn't know that exists.
I think it's close to 10,000.
Wow.
If it's sealed, it's probably like 6, 8, 9, 10. It all depends the condition. So this one figure is normally $2,000 plus. This one is literally perfect. Like there's not a scratch
How
on it.
did you get it cheaper? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
Honestly, I bought it on eBay. I trusted some guy that said that he was the first owner of this, and he was selling all the figures all separately, and he ended up selling me this one and a few other ones for like, I wouldn't say like lower price, but like lower than he was going to sell them for. But if you look at the cost of them, they're a lot of money. Normally for $1,600, you'll buy one like with a crack or something on it.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing
what
that
about this guy right here?
It's worth like $4 or $5. No one wants it. I have
that piece of gold.
I have about 12 of those. BB8. John thought he had it.
It looks like one of those peppermint candies.
Isn't it amazing that the Lego Cloud City goes for more than a sealed Empire Strikes Back Cloud City set?
Well, they made very few of them.
Yeah.
They were $100 in 2003, which is a lot of money for a Lego set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
So I guess for me, most people know I'm a loose graded collector. My whole goals when I started collecting, back in the day was to get the whole run, and then it was variants, and then I got into like Leddies and PvP. But I always said that for my loose graded collection, there was three pieces I really wanted, and it wasn't the Luke Farmboy orange hair. Didn't even care about that, honestly. I really wanted a double telescoping Vader. I want a double telescoping Ben, and then I wanted the Lily Letty removable rocket Boba Fett. So those are three pieces I always said that I needed for my loose graded collection. And sometimes when like when you're looking and you can't find stuff, you start to vary and go off in different focuses, which is definitely what happened to me a few times with mocks and stuff like that. And then I kind of get pulled back into the loose grading. So I'm trying to stay as focused onto my loose graded collection as possible. But I was able to pick up my removable rocket Lily Letty Boba Fett.
Wow.
So it got graded a 85 plus by CAS.
Unbelievable.
Immediately after I bought this, one at the celebration sold. It was graded at 85 in old case style, and it sold for $14,500. And then one just sold on eBay 2 days ago, graded 80, and it sold for I think 11 grand or 12 grand. So I didn't even pay close to that. I definitely got a very good deal on this one. So I was able to attain one of mine. So I still want a double telescoping Vader and Ben. I think it's attainable for me.
I saw one in celebration for you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. I just need to
35K.
how much?
35.
Jesus.
it's 35K, but then a 90 grade just sold on Hakes for 17. And I'm not looking to even spend that, but if I got like a 75 grade and spent like 10, that's kind of what I would do. That's kind of where I'm at.
You know what? You can't handle 75.
No, 75. They only go on for 80s and above.
So that's kind of where I'm at. I think I definitely veer off my focus a lot, and I get into these other things. I just start collecting, and I really had pulled myself back, which is why I've been selling a lot of stuff on our page lately, stuff that was in my collection, because I just need to go back to staying strict on my focus and wait for those pieces to come up. Like, I can't be impatient. I can't just buy stuff because I'm bored, which is what I do a lot of the time. Yeah. So I just got to stay patient and stop going off topic with my collection.